What's going on, Geekdom? This is Chipmunk. We are going to be discussing some sad and some horror news. I was going to do a rant on. I haven't even posted. I was going to edit my video for WrestleMania, my discussions on WrestleMania. Haven't even gotten to that yet. And I seen this, and I was like, I gotta do this rant on WWE. I am going to do a rant on AEW as well. I've been planning on doing a rant on AEW with some of the stuff they have been doing for the longest and some things they need to change, stuff like that. I'm still going to do that, but this has came up, and this this kind of ticked me off a lot, a lot. This pissed me off a lot. Yeah. So WWE firings have happened. The WWE firings after WrestleMania had hit. Um, yeah, these are the names and the people um, that we see here. As y'all can see with that video, Wrestling Flash had that video. I was gonna go to an article, but I'm gonna leave the articles and stuff alone since I'm just use this as far as just you know my go-to and talking points when it comes to everybody. So apologize. This may be a long one just because I'm going to rant like hell. Okay, I'm gonna rant like hell, but this is ridiculous. Why are six members? I don't like. I'm gonna need an explanation from WWE. I'm gonna need an explanation of why I get rid of the Wyatt Six. It's not making sense to me whatsoever, and I can't blame this all on WWE itself. Could be TKO. I don't know. Maybe it's the vision and stuff that they see. They're not seeing it. I just watched them bring back Lil Yachty into the fold more. So I'm guessing they're going with trying to push more celebrities and more stuff, whatever. But as far as wrestling fans and stuff goes, I don't understand exactly why. Like wrestling fans love the Y Six. Y Six were a big thing. The Halloween time was a big thing for the Y Six because they were at Universal's. You know, they had a whole thing with Universal in the haunted house there. Y'all could have did a lot of interesting. Like this shit pisses me off. Y'all could have did a lot of things with the Wyatt Six. Y'all didn't even complete this story. There, it's a lot of names that's on here that I'm gonna be ranting about with completing stories, but they did not complete stories with the Wyatt Six and the MFTs. I don't understand exactly what the freak is going on. At least complete the stories before you get rid of these people. At least, at the very least, complete the stories. I feel like the stories are still not complete. Bo Dallas, Nikki Cross, Eric Rowan, Dexter Lubis, and Joy Gacy. I would have loved to see more from Joy Gacy in WWE. I think he was an interesting talent. I would need an explanation of what didn't work for WWE with the Y6 because it's still pissing me off because there's a lot of things you can do with the Y6. They can be very menacing, they can be very scary, they can be heel or they can be faces. I think they would have worked really really well in so many different ways. I don't understand exactly stories out the wazoo. I don't understand. I don't understand. This was a major flop for me when it comes to WWE. I don't understand. And they've been doing shit like this for a while when it comes to stories anyway. Their stories, there's so much you can do with so many people, and y'all just shit on stories so much. One of the comments I was just telling my brothers that I didn't understand was, oh, we care more about the stories than we do making the best matchups. Okay, cool. But you're not doing great with either, so okay. Cool. Shit pissed me off heavily. Seeing the YS6 on this list pissed me off heavily. Other members of WWE, Aleister Black and Zelina Vega. Sadly enough, my brother and I had a discussion on this because we was just talking about right during the in portions of WrestleMania. We talked about the after WrestleMania releases, and we were talking about Aleister Black. He stated, "Oh, they may get rid of Aleister Black because they're not really doing much with him. If you see how they're doing him when it comes to stories." And I was like, "Well, if they want to keep Zelina Vega, they're going to keep Aleister Black. Um, so if they get rid of one, they're going to have to get rid of the other. Because when it comes to couples, that's how they usually play it off sometimes." And sure enough, Aleister Black and Zelina Vega here. This is crazy to me. I'm like, man, it's again so much you could do with these people. Their interesting gimmicks and stuff. And it's not like Aleister Black has been there for long since he y'all just hired him back. It's so much missed opportunities with stories y'all could do with these people. They play characters so freaking well, Aleister and Zelina. So many things you can do with them. And yet y'all drop the ball on them as well. I know Aleister Black he can go back to AEW. I don't think they had a falling out, Aleister and Tony Khan, so he could go back. I don't see why Tony wouldn't pick up Zelina Vega either, but yeah, she would probably be just mostly shown in ROH though. I don't think he'll use her heavily in AEW, but definitely would have to see about that if that were to happen. But I do think they still got a place to go. Other names, Kairi Saine, which this is ridiculous. Again, story wise, it's y'all are doing a story with Kairi Saine. It doesn't make sense that you get rid of her and now you mess up the story of what you were doing with Io Sky, Asuka, which I thought was going to be at WrestleMania, but it wasn't at WrestleMania. Y'all didn't do that in the after anything. I haven't seen anything regarding it. Oh no, I didn't see anything regarding a story that finishes off with them. Shit's crazy. You just look at all these articles of this, all the releases. This is crazy. Um, this is crazy. This was an interesting story. It's supposed to be Io Sky versus Asuka in the fight for Kari. That's kind of what this whole thing was. The freeing of Kari from Asuka. That's what the story was, and it's just crumbled. I don't know. I don't know I don't know how you would continue that. I don't know how you would continue that. Says Santos Escobar. I kind of felt like that was going to happen anyway because I think he had an issue before where he was talking about leaving WWE. So I'm not that surprised. I want to say that there was a case of that happening, but he may go back to AAA. Um, they may sign AAA may sign him under just a regular deal. I know they have a deal, and WWE owns AAA. I know that. But there's a lot of people that's in AAA that are not contract exclusive. From when I was looking at the contracts, they're not really just contract exclusive to WWE. So I guess just depending on what Santos Escobar was willing to do, where he's willing to go. There's a lot of places he can't go. Sorry for butchering his name. Horrible names anyway, but I just kept on messing that up. That's on my bad. Zoe Starks kind of have a feeling on that one, but I was like, it sucks because she's injured or she was injured. I don't know what the update is with her, but I know she got injured and she just never showed ever again, which is crazy. Alba Fire, another one when it comes to missed opportunities, what they were doing with Chelsea Green and her Secret Service women, I guess. I'm surprised that Piper Niven is not on this list as well, but it's crazy. Apollo Cruz has been talks between my brother and I for the longest of WWE and rid of him. We're surprised it took this long because we thought that they're going to get rid of him a long time ago because they have dropped the ball on Apollo Cruz and how skilled he has been for the longest. So yeah, Motor City Machine Guns. I feel like they just got there. I feel like they just got there. I feel like they're gonna go back to TNA, but it's crazy. It's like y'all do shit with everybody. Y'all don't do anything to really have them push to show that they can pull the crowd in. Everyone is getting these liners and stuff like that. Everyone's getting these sayings and quotes that people can chant and stuff like that. But other people you're not giving much attention to. to really make people want it. If you're not gonna give them a chant or anything, show how great these people are at wrestling. Motor City Machine Guns is so freaking talented. You can win the crowd over with how they freaking wrestle. I don't understand that neither. But they can go back to the TNA. They'll do well, they'll do fine in TNA. They really would. So sucks. It's crazy. And we got for NXT we got Andre Chase. I know of Andre Chase. He's the only one I know of reading this list, so I apologize about that. Uh, if I see their faces, I probably know who they are, but by names, a lot of these people I don't know. I do not know. But Tyra May Steele, Serena Linton, High Rise, Chris Island, Malik Blade, Trill London, Luca Cristofino. Luca sounds familiar, but I'm not for sure. I have to see their faces, and then I'll probably know who they are. But Luca sounds familiar. Um, but yeah, this is tough because story wise, they messed up a couple stories they were doing, or could have continued into Backlash. Um, some are not surprises, being like not huge surprises, being like Zoe Stark, Alpha Fire, Apollo Crews. But a lot of these are disappointing, and that's the Wyatt Sicks. The Wyatt Sicks is very disappointing because it's like, what are y'all thinking? But this comes off of them moving up wrestlers from NXT. I don't know why. I guess how I typed it probably didn't work out too well. But we had Ethan Page, Joe Hendry, and Saruka move up from NXT, so they got called up. I'm guessing they're going to call up a few more wrestlers. Um, but I think these are big call ups for them because Ethan Page is so talented, so great at what he does. He should do great if you utilize him in the best way. And I'm afraid that's what they're not going to do. Joe Henry, he's a big fan favorite. Been a big fan favorite for a long time. So Ruka is so freaking skilled. She was killing it in NXT, so I'm not surprised by these. There's some other people I was expecting to move up as well, but we'll see how stuff goes. Because I was like, y'all got some crazy talents, and there's a few people that I'm surprised didn't make it up to the main roster yet. So we'll see. We still got time for surprises and more things, but yeah, with them wanting to move up, people change stuff around. We knew the releases were going to be coming, but man, the Y6 is definitely the main disappointing ones. But we'll see how the future goes for everybody. But that's my rant a bit for WWE releases. Y'all let me know what y'all think, how y'all feel down in the comments. If y'all feel the same. But thank y'all for jumping on. Give me a try. We do appreciate it. Please do take care of yourselves and others. Peace, geekdom.